The breaking news this morning: in just a few hours, President Trump will welcome Ukrainian President Zelenskyy and several top European leaders to the White House. The purpose: try to find a path to ending Russia's war in Ukraine. And it comes just days after, as we all watch, the president met with the other key party in all of this, Russian President Vladimir Putin, and that red carpet treatment was quite the contrast to the tense reception that Zelenskyy received at the White House the last time he was there back in February. For Zelenskyy, today's Oval Office visit is a chance for a do-over, a redo, a reset, if you will. But he may not like the terms that are being laid out before him as he's about to walk in. Overnight, President Trump wrote on social media that Zelenskyy could end the war almost immediately, which Putin started, by giving up Ukraine's claim to Crimea and its hopes of joining NATO. And this is the message from Russia overnight. Moscow launching a new series of attacks, a new series of strikes that hit a residential building, killing at least 7 people, including a toddler. President Zelenskyy posted that this kind of attack is exactly why Ukraine needs security guarantees as part of any deal in order to make sure Putin actually will stop and not relaunch a new war just after. CNN's Elena Treen standing by at the White House, where it really is about to get underway, all of this in this series of meetings that will be happening. What's the very latest you're hearing from there?
Well, look, this is going to be very crucial, Kate, to how this moves forward. And I think one key that is very much clear from the United States side is that the president wants to try to end this war as quickly and swiftly as possible. That's why we've seen him move at great speed to try and organize these types of meetings. However, what's unclear is whether or not Zelenskyy, but also the 7 European leaders who are going to be joining him today to meet with President Trump are willing to make the same type of concessions that President Donald Trump is. One of that is, of course, the message we saw the president lay out last night. He essentially said, in order to end the war, Ukraine must be willing to give up Crimea, a territory that Russia, I'd remind you, illegally annexed in 2014, and also agree not to become a member of NATO. Those are among the conditions we know that Vladimir Putin laid out on Friday that he believes are necessary in order to reach a peace deal. But there is also a bright spot for Ukraine. We did hear yesterday from Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. He was on CNN saying that Russia is willing to accept security guarantees. And we have heard from our reporting, particularly on from some European leaders, that the U.S. is far more open to being the ones to provide those security guarantees than they had been in the past.